Good morning, Zero here, and for those of you who do not remember, Epic is in the middle of an epic lawsuit with Apple for, things that I actually agree with on Epic part. Not gonna lie. Essentially, they're suing Apple, and I think Google as well. It's just not as much talked about how they cornered the marketplace and all this other stuff, and how they've sort of monopolized this, that, and the other. And in order to use Apple's stuff, you have to use this have to do all these, jump through all these hoops. And if you want to make any, if you want people to pay and all this other stuff for different things, they have to, the Apple takes this massive cut and all this other things. Anyway. Yes, the tears of my players taste delicious. Anyway, grab yourself some coffee, sit back, relax, and let's get into it, shall we? As a result of this lawsuit, various things have come out, right? Like Epic's earnings and other stuff because of discovery and other things. So they are following through with this. I think they made it to the portion where things are being discovered on each side. Right now, it's just the Epic stuff that apparently is coming out. Oh, I am sorry. I'm trying to resituate myself here so I'm a little bit more comfortable in my chair. But yeah, Epic is, a lot of their stuff apparently is coming out. And Apple is, of course, stringing it around as it's this worst thing ever, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. Right? But apparently Epic will lose over $300 million on Epic Game Store's exclusives, and they're okay with that. They are fine with that, which is fine. Epic has come in with a specific model, right? It's, we're going to make a Fortnite. We have all this extra money because of Fortnite, blah, blah, blah. And if you come over to us for a year for an exclusive, well, we will pay you lots of money, and we will eat that loss because they can, right? And that's how they've been operating. It sucks. A lot of people are upset about that. I definitely one of those. I hate to see one of my games, or one of the games that I'm looking forward to, go Epic exclusive, because I know it's going to be a year before I actually download it, unless Epic offers it to me for free. But even then, I may not actually play it. Like, for instance, what is it, Civ 5? I could download, or I think I did get Civ 5 through there, but honestly, I'm going to buy it through Steam at some point, because it's better. I can't explain it. I just prefer it over there in my Steam library without having to open up Epic Launcher and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, point is, it sucks. It really does. And I understand their model and all this other stuff. But, Apple apparently pretty much came out and said that Epic lost 181 millions on the Epic Game Store in 2019, projected a loss of 273 million last year, and projected another loss for 139 million this year, which is a lot of damn money to lose. But the model has been working for them. It got Epic on the map. It got people to download Epic because they had no other choice to get certain games and all this other stuff. But yeah, is it a bad thing? Not really. Epic is doing what it's doing, and it's still doing fine. Once it finally stops giving away things and charging ludicrous prices for exclusives, and becomes a more viable system that can stand on its own, that those losses will naturally stop. But then we've got people who are arguing about it, which is something I just wanted to come in and chime in on and stuff. But you got Epic completely missing why people use Steam in the first place. It is a fleshed out platform, not just a digital market. Steam has groups, forums, Steam Workshop, inventory system support, etc. If Epic is on top of the food chain, then Steam is a whole nother ecosystem altogether, and I'm not really sure what that's all replying into, but it had something to do with this, right? Which I totally agree. Like, there's a reason people like Steam and would rather use Steam. Steam is a much better system. You know, it's got reviews that you can look at. It tracks how much game time those people play the game, so you can actually see the person writing the review if they've actually played for 30 minutes versus 300 hours, and actually know what they're talking about when they're talking about in-game mechanics and everything. Yet they've only, according to Steam, only played the game for 20 minutes. And, you know, you could go say, well, maybe they played it on the PlayStation, and that's fine too. That's totally too. Maybe they should do that review over there instead of over on Steam. But to anyone normal who's looking at it going, you're talking about in-game stuff, but you only played for 20 minutes, I'm not going to believe your review, regardless of whether it was positive or negative. But yeah, you know, Steam is a much better system overall, and Epic still has a lot to cover, a lot of ground to cover to match Steam. And to be honest, I think they kind of stagnated, in my opinion. And, you know, which leads me to this devil's advocate thing. But when Steam launched, it also had major losses and didn't have many features, and that is true too. However, I'm going to the devil's advocate real quick, right? Steam launched and it didn't have a whole lot of the features that it has today. And it also made a lot of losses because it followed a similar formula where it's like, hey, you know, come over here, put your game on this and all this other stuff. And over the years, it's stabilized, it starts making profit and all this other things. But if you were to make a brand new product and there's already a big boy on the street, how do you go about making that product? Do you say, let's make it bare bones? You know, I know Big Boy only started with just the game front and hardly anything, or, you know, a storefront and nothing else there. We should follow that model. You know, granted, that was like 10 years ago, but we should totally just start our game front, our store up like that and hope for the best. Or do you go, you know what? We could do what Big Boy is doing and do it 1,000 times better. So let's get cranking and actually set up forums, set up reviews, you know, set up the workshop, the groups, the inventory systems, all this stuff that Big Boy already has, and enhance that experience. Which of the two would you normally think to do? If you're talking about actually matching what Big Boy is doing, say Steam, and making it better, then yes, you are correct. That is how you should approach that particular thing, especially when you have the money like Epic. There is literally no reason whatsoever for Epic to have a bare bones store. They have all the money in the world to make Steam and then some, right? To do a Steam and do it better. But they don't. They really don't. And that should speak volumes to gamers everywhere. They could, in fact, do what Steam is doing and possibly improve on the concept, but they refuse to do it. And that is definitely something that, you know, people should really, really keep in their mind when they think about it. But yeah, as for Epic failing because they've got 33 million lost, I think Tim Sweeney here kind of says it best. But, you know, Epic is actually doing really great, right? Epic's doing pretty good. Yes, it's losing money in a way. You know, it's projected that loss, you know, due to exclusives, among other things. But at the same time, it has made a lot of revenue as well. And, you know, it's doing a lot to bring in repeat customers and keep people there, even if it is bare bones and I hate it. Not gonna lie. You know, it's still doing what it's doing, but, you know, the only way for it to do is to spend more money that it is bringing in. So in a way, I think Tim's a little bit on the wrong side there as well. You're losing money and it's not good. You know, regardless of how you spin the metrics. I think I said Apple was wrong, but I misspoke. Apple is actually kind of right. They are losing money. Apple spins this as losing money, according to Tim there, by spending now in order to build a great profitable business in the future is exactly what investment is, which is also true, by the way. It equally is true whether you're building a factory, a store, or a game, and that is definitely true. You got to spend money to make money, is what he's essentially saying, but at the same time, Epic could be doing a lot more to make that much better, right? They're doing the bare bones investment into this with their storefront when they could be looking at Steam doing what Steam is doing and doing it better, and they refuse to actually do that. So get on that. Anyway, that's about all I've got to say on all of that. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and I will talk to you later. See ya.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, smash that like button, and always subscribe for more. And of course, there are other videos floating around somewhere on the screen, so click one of those and see if you can find something that suits your fancy. Till then, I'll see you later. Bye.